But I've decided, because with these Australian bushfires, is what they call bushfires as well, there's a guy in New South Wales in Gibson or something it's called, and he took that photo. He said this monster, the devil, came out of the flames when him and his father were defending their house, right? And they were dairy farmers, and he took a photo of this, and I sent it over to Kelsey. He took a photo of it, and I just thought, well, it was almost like him and his father had an agreement to save their house, and of course, the lower entities didn't like that, so they must have got so angry that they showed themselves to this guy, and he said he was so scared and shaking that he took a photo of it. That's just my theory, that they showed themselves, but they definitely did show themselves. And I thought, well, no, I don't have to back down. I don't have to stop. I just have to continue doing what I'm doing, because they have no control over us. When we actually tell them straight up, we don't want this, they have no control over us. And Dwayne talks about this a fair bit in his books, when Reva Sartars took him through to the Lord gods and all those levels, and how they tried to fool him and stuff. Well, I see that, as very similar. So we just need to get going and doing it. And, we've got the All Is, which is the creator of creation, if you like. The All Is has put creation here. So there is nothing else. It's the All Is. And that's what it's all about. And that really gives us a lot of strength.
Yeah, it's like life is backing what we're doing, and that's really, really cool. Yeah, so it's cool to hear your experiences, Olga. We're all on our own individual journey, but at the same time we can all support each other. So yeah, that's cool to hear. Yeah. And what's new with you, Ariana? Do you have anything to share?
No, not really. Just taking it easy. It's winter, and did some cleansing and had a nice little reaction. So I'm feeling better now. And just taking care of my birds. Fixed them up a nice, comfortable new house that they hadn't been in their big cage in a while. So I refurnished it for the lady. And I hadn't been in the building too much, hanging out with people. Nobody comes out anymore. And one of my lady friends passed away. She was only 58. And so we talked about missing her. She was always so happy. And yeah, I was concerned about you, Olga, because you put up a picture of the fire and said it was in the gully or a valley near you or something. I was thinking it was right near you the way you talked about it. Is that correct?
Oh, may have been an old post. We did have fires here, but that was last year, I think, around September or something. What was the picture?
There was a fire like in a gully, like low down underneath, like some small hills around it.
Oh, I'm not sure. But no, the raging fires are miles from me. It's like Australia's as big as Europe and the UK combined. So, no, they're miles away from me. And,
good.
There's an agenda as to why they're burning what they're doing. One is to put a railway in, which is the railway from the bottom of Victoria, which is the east coast, all the way up to Brisbane. So I guess that's like a fast express rail for some reason. So that's why the fire's burning on the southeast coast of Australia. I say south because everything's south of me. And yeah, so that's why they're doing that. And of course, you know, with South Australia, you know, that seems like they want the whole of South Australia. It's quite cynical, but if you read that 2030 agenda, you can see why. But I mean, I have no agreement with them with their agenda, and I just, you know, am actually really interested in what Henry was saying and looking at, because I have been looking at land, funnily enough, but I wait on the guides for guidance as to what's going to come out of this, you know. And obviously you wouldn't go where they've been burning the bushfires because they don't want you there, but there's plenty of other land all over the place in Australia. And I think that's, you know, to start just living our lives, and, you know, they have no rights to put all these restrictions on us because I haven't agreed to them. I don't even vote. I mean, you know, I have no agreements with them, and I'm quite happy to tell them that every single day in every single way. And, you know, I look towards, you know, what the new guides present and the all is. And then actually I had a really interesting dream the other night, and I've been trying to figure out, it was just a really, really little one. I could probably explain it in a minute, but it had a huge impact on me, you know. And I was in a house where I felt actually really, really quite comfortable with a particular person who I thought I could trust. And when I went outside to do something, and below me down, they were sort of bulldozing my house down with a bulldozer, and you could see it. It was almost like I was in a rubbish tip. That's how much rubbish and junk they were bulldozing my house down. But my daughter was only a child in my dream and playing in the garden, you know, and sort of showed me that, you know, as we keep pushing forward, all the garbage that's in front of us, or what they're trying to do to us, is going to be pushed aside, you know, and the truth will come through, or we'll be able to see a lot clearer as to which way we can go. So I'm just waiting on the all is, and everything will come in perfect time. I'm not sure if that's the right wording, but I know, you know, we don't need to try and make these things happen, and we don't need to force them to happen, you know. We need to put the intention out there, and it'll be, as long as we're ready and we're willing to move with it, those intentions will be recognised by the real guides and the allers, and we move with it. But we don't. What they're doing with these fires and things is that they're forcing, you know, the issue by doing what they're doing. So that for them creates a lot of karma, and we've got to be careful ourselves within ourselves that we're not forcing things to make things happen, because they will happen, you know. And I just feel through this, the ways will open up for us to be able to do this. And Henry, with, like you're saying, with your website, well, you know, why not build a community through Facebook that we can use through Instagram, and we can use Instagram influencers and things like that. I think that right now is a really good time to be able to put these things online, because people are actually looking for something new right now, you know, and people are scared and they're looking for a new, a more positive way, because honestly, these fires and this devastation that the corporate governments have put onto us have actually proved to a lot of people they don't help you. It's only the people in the communities that are helping each other. The government's not helping. It's the people who are donating all the money, you know. So it's really proving to a lot of people the governments aren't there to help you. They're creating the devastation, but it's the communities and the people who are helping each other. So I think this is a really good time to do something and to move like that. And, you know, I think it's we should really look at that a lot closer. It doesn't matter where we are in the world. You know, we can just make one great big page, like you said, and we can put our little bits on it.
Yeah, that's great. I like what you said, Olga. Like, as you become more aware, it's like you said, you don't have to force things. You just begin to see what makes sense with your real awareness, and then comparison of your real awareness to your personal self becomes more and more obvious, and you just keep actively doing things here according to what you do see with your real awareness. And then it's like, one way of saying it is like see what you want to create, or see what makes sense here with the bigger picture of what we're doing, and then like see it like it's already done, and then you just do the things that like the steps go through the steps to create that reality. So, and you gave me the idea that maybe for these communities we could just do it on Facebook, just create Facebook, like one Facebook group called like Find a Self-Sufficient Community. And then on that group, that one group could link to the different groups for the different continents, and then the different countries, and under the continents can have groups within groups, because paying for website hosting for a complicated website, yeah, that's going to be expensive. And then paying someone to create the website too, or figuring it out, is Facebook's free, so, and people use it. So yeah, we can I'll set up some groups. That's great. And yeah, it's cool, exciting, something, a new little project.
Yeah, we can call it new lands or something like that, or creating new lands, or creating something new. Something with new, with real guidance, we could put something like that. So you just have to sort of brainstorm something catchy, because, Michael Tellinger did it with Ubuntu, and now he's basically just left the whole lot. He doesn't want to do it anymore. He's married some young chick. So I don't see why we can't do it. And, we've got a lot of people on our pages and different things. I just see that this is probably a really good time while people are looking at these things and looking for something new. And so why not the new friends come in and do it, And when we listen to the other calls, like the Skype calls and the Blog Talk radio shows, there's some brilliant people, like new friends that we have that, can all come in and help with this and really create a huge community together, I think it'd be a great idea.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have some real adventures coming up, and yeah, so it's time to start implementing things, and then it's like it'll prepare us for when things really get going here, and we'll have a lot to do. We'll have to start managing the world, yes, and then it'll become even. There's always more to do for life, and so yeah, there's always more that we don't see. But for now, whatever you can imagine and see is possible. So yeah.
And you've got to remember, we've got the real guides. We've always got the real guides. And I see, the more we support this with Dwayne and Eva, the more we support this and give them, and open up doors for them. I mean, we're not on our own, and we know this, So I see it as very exciting and a new way, to help people come to a real awareness, because a lot of people are awake. They're just not awake all the way. And this is where we can come in. We don't have to baby talk anyone, because the ones that are awake will jump on anyway, because they want to become awakened all the way, So I don't see that we're on our own at all. We've got some amazing help with us. It's kind of like, building a bridge or building a road, but, so that people can come in, because many roads lead, can bring people in. So if we can do something that with all of us. I mean, it takes all of us to make one thing work, doesn't it? But if it's just one person trying to make everything work, it's too hard. So if we can even lighten the load for each other, because there's so much passion when you listen to the Skype calls and you listen to, you know, Blog Talk Radio, and you read Dwayne's books, and, you know, with Eva and translating, you know, Dwayne's books and things. There's so much passion there. Why don't we build this community and have everyone coming into it? And it's just, you know, what they say, a crowd attracts a crowd. So I think it's at a time where people are ready to wake up all the way. Okay, it might not be everyone, but that's not our job. You know, that's the job of the real guides. Our job is just to be able to present that along with Dwayne, and they bring the people in, so they know who's ready.
Yeah, it's cool how it works. It's cool how you see it, Olga. So yeah, I'm got to admit I'm pretty tired here tonight this week. It's just gone past 11:11, but it's been fun, guys. So yeah, let's start making. I'll make a Facebook group tomorrow, and if you can go off it and make one for Australia, Olga, and yeah, let's start getting people motivated to create their own positions. And so yeah, things are changing here. Creation is splitting, so we're gonna decide to become more aware, and the adventure awaits. We'll see what happens. So thanks for coming, everyone. If anyone wants to say anything else here, go ahead.
Well, I think it's all a fantastic idea.
Have you got your flute, Henry? You sing with me.
Not within reach. I don't want to wake up the whole house here. Yeah.
I guess nice to
Okay,
chat with you guys again.
Yeah, it's cool. So we'll do it again soon.
Okay.
Soon enough. Hey, thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. It was nice talking to you again. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm glad you're safe.